Hi everybody, welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream where we go live here on TikTok almost every single day covering anatomy and physiology topics for you all. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for being here. We go live on TikTok every single day covering anatomy and physiology topics. Today I have anatomy and physiology topics for you all that have been requested via the Service Plus button in the bottom left corner there. You can send me topics. We do anatomy and physiology, we do biology, we do chemistry, we do microbiology, pharmacology, pretty much anything that you guys are struggling with. You can send me a message and we will go over them. Can you guys say hi, Elliot? Love the haircut. Thank you. Yes, I got it last night. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Try to keep it, got my little, my fade. My skin fade. But anyway, hello everybody. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. I hope you all are doing super well. We have quite the coverage of anatomy and physiology topics today. We have special focus. Thank you, Royce, for the rose. I appreciate the gifts. Thank you, guys. I do have some special topics for us today. I have some blood gas diseases going over today. Then we have muscular tissue, some endocrine system, and then we have all of the anatomy and physiology topics that we normally cover in a live. Pretty much everybody that sent a question in from yesterday got at least one question today, so that's good. That's the goal. Again, hello everybody that's just joining us. We'll get started. I have a couple multiple choice questions we're going to go through. I have about 60. I will get started in just a moment. I just want to introduce myself. So again, we'll be going over the multiple choice questions in just a moment. All my anatomy and physiology notes are linked in my TikTok bio here. They're on my website. And then I also just released an ebook, the anatomy and physiology for the HESI and TEAS. So that's also on my website. That is live. I'm actually giving away a $20 coupon for that. So if you send me the word ebook via DM, or if you send me an email, I will give you $20 off of the book. But anyway, welcome. We'll get started now. We have some multiple choice questions here for you all today. We'll get started with these in a moment. Introduce myself again real quick. Lady Preach. Hey, Ollie, how you doing? Hey, he said hey, Ollie, but hey, how you doing, Lady Preach? But anyway, real quick here, then we'll get started with the questions. Hello, everybody. My name is Ollie. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5 years now. I go live here on TikTok. This is Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. Like I mentioned, we go live pretty much every single day. The goal here is to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you. We want to make all these topics super easy. We don't want them to be complicated. We want you to not only just pass your exams here, we want you to absolutely ace them, absolutely crush them. I got an A when I was in anatomy and physiology. I got 100% on my final exams when I took them. Hey Bam Bam, hey Brianna, I'm taking the TEAS tomorrow. Good luck, Brianna. If we could get a good luck in the chat for Brianna as well. That's also what we do here. We want to make a fantastic uplifting community here. Wish each other luck, congratulate each other when we do well. I got an 86 on my TEAS. Yes, that is absolutely good. Yes, congratulations. But thank you guys so much for being here. Again, we're going to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you here. I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to go ahead and get started with the questions. Alrighty, can everyone see the questions all right? I'm just going to orient this a little better and plug in my iPad so it doesn't die. But if I could get a yes in the comments, just letting me know that you guys can see the questions. We'll go ahead and read number one. Can everyone see the questions? And then we'll go ahead and get started. Yes, thank you, Lady Preach. I appreciate it. Number one, which of the following best describes the Bohr effect? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? What describes the Bohr effect? A, B, C, or D. So if you're new here, all you got to do is comment your answer choice of A, B, C, or D. Even if you do get that one wrong, that's totally okay. If you're not sure, that's kind of the point. We're here to learn. We're here to grow. We're here to understand why each answer is right. We'll go over why each answer is wrong here in just a moment. I'll let you guys answer. What do you guys think? Number one is, which of the following best describes the Bohr effect in the respiratory system? Which one do you think that one is, guys? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? We're almost at 500 likes on the live stream today already, guys. Thank you guys so much for liking the live. The more that you guys do like the live, the more that it does get it out to more people so we can help as many people as possible on their HESI and TEAS exams. But number one, fantastic. The answer choice is C. Let's explain why. So the Bohr effect describes how increased CO2 and decreased pH is more acidic, and is more acidic conditions whenever there's a decreased pH, would reduce hemoglobin's affinity for oxygen. This would promote the release of oxygen to tissues. This is really important physiologically because especially if a tissue is metabolically active, producing carbon dioxide. Number two, which hormone increases calcium levels by stimulating osteoclast activity, A, B, C, or D. Thank you guys so much for the follows. It's always fantastic seeing new faces around here as well. Thank you all so much for being here. I love doing these live streams. I go live at least 4 times a week. I try to go live every day, but at least 4 times a week. But welcome. Thank you, Chevy. Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. The Scarab, thank you so much for the gifts, guys. Thank you so much for the follows. Number 2, the answer is calcitonin. I'm sorry. Give me one sec. That is the wrong answer. Sorry. Parathyroid hormone. Sorry, I was thinking ahead. Parathyroid hormone, calcitonin, responds to increased calcium levels. But let's explain this. My bad. I got a little ahead of myself. Parathyroid hormone increases blood calcium by stimulating osteoclasts. I remember that osteoclast is to chew down bone, so we break down bone. That releases calcium into the bloodstream, increasing calcium levels. So there I went getting a little ahead of myself with calcitonin. Calcitonin lowers blood calcium. It responds to increased calcium levels. It inhibits osteoclast activity, and it would increase osteoblast activity. Number 3, what process leads to rigor mortis after death? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? We're at 1.2 thousand likes on the live stream today already, guys. You guys are absolutely crushing it. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for all the follows as well, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. What do you guys think number 3 is? Put your answer choice down in the comments. A, B, C, or D. What process leads to rigor mortis after death? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Answer choice 2, number 3 is C. It is the absence of ATP to detach myosin heads. It is C. So rigor mortis occurs because ATP is no longer produced after death. ATP is required for myosin heads to detach from actin during muscle relaxation, so the muscles become stiff. Number 4, what is the function of acetylcholine at the neuromuscular junction? A, B, C, or D? What is the function of acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter, at the neuromuscular junction? A, B, C, or D? Is this for anatomy, physiology 1 or 2? We're kind of going over a little bit of both A&P1 and A&P2 today. We have quite the coverage of topics today. So this would be for all of anatomy and physiology. Awesome. We're on number 4 now if you are following along. Welcome everybody that just joined. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. We go live every single day here on TikTok. We at least go live 4 times a week covering anatomy and physiology topics you guys request. Pretty much all the questions today are from you guys. You can hit the bottom left corner there. Should be an orange Service Plus button. But if not, I'm actually going to post it up here. You can send me a direct message with topics that you want to see in live streams. I'd be more than happy to make a question for you. We're on number 4 now if you're just joining and following along. What is the function of acetylcholine at the neuromuscular junction? A few of you have been answering, and the answer is D. It is going to trigger muscle fiber depolarization. So acetylcholine binds to receptors. So here's your bulb, here's your thing, and then we have acetylcholine that gets released. It binds on the receptors on the muscle fibers. Sodium enters, causing depolarization of the muscle tissue. And this is what is going to initiate contraction. ACH does not block contraction, it would initiate it. Then B, so it would cause depolarization, not prevent it, because once it gets onto those receptors, it's going to open the gates, allowing sodium to enter. Sodium is what's going to cause a depolarization. And calcium release occurs at the sarcoplasmic reticulum, not the mitochondria. Number 5, which of the following conditions is characterized by respiratory alkalosis? Remember alkalosis, A, B, C, or D? Alkalosis. A, B, C, or D. What do we think that one is on number 5? And again, you can watch the replays of these on YouTube. They are linked in my TikTok bio. All my notes for anatomy and physiology are also on my website. They're linked in my TikTok bio, as well as my HESI and T's ebook that just got released the other day. But number 5, the answer is C. It is hyperventilation. Hyperventilation causes the excessive loss of CO2. This is going to reduce our carbonic acid and cause our respiratory alkalosis. Emphysema is normally causes respiratory acidosis due to carbon dioxide retention. Hypoventilation would cause acidosis as well, and diabetic ketoacidosis is metabolic acidosis. Number 6, which hormone is produced by the adrenal cortex? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think this one is? A, B, C, or D for number 6? Which hormone is produced by the adrenal cortex? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? Fantastic, fantastic. Welcome in everybody that just joined. We're almost at 2,000 likes on the live stream already, guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic as well. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I'm so glad that you are all here. I hope you guys are having a great day as well. Happy Wednesday. Number 6, the answer is B. It is cortisol. It is cortisol. So the adrenal cortex, so you have your adrenal cortex, but you also have your adrenal medulla. The cortex is a glucocorticoid produced by the adrenal cortex. Think of cortex, core. The other one it also releases is aldosterone, but epinephrine, a lot of students get this confused with epinephrine. Epinephrine comes from the adrenal medulla, especially with norepinephrine, so not the cortex. So you got to remember the difference between which hormones are released at the adrenal cortex and which ones are released at the adrenal medulla. Oxytocin is released from the posterior pituitary, and then insulin is released from our beta cells on the pancreas. All right, moving on to the next page. Thank you so much. Sorry for the love you so much gift. Thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate it. Number 7, how does anemia primarily reduce oxygen delivery? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think this one is? And welcome to everybody that just joined. As we move on to the next page, you can rewatch this live stream on YouTube. It's linked in my TikTok app bio. But welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream, where we go live every day covering anatomy and physiology topics you guys request. And we go through why each answer is wrong, why each answer is right. We're on number 7 now. If you're just following along, I'm going to scroll down to the next page. Number 7, how does anemia primarily reduce oxygen delivery? That is C. It is by, oops, got my red pen on tonight. I need to get my green highlighter. It lowers hemoglobin levels. Anemia means you have fewer hemoglobin molecules to carry oxygen. So oxygen delivery drops despite a normal oxygen saturation. Arterial pH is not directly affected by anemia. Cardiac output may increase to compensate, but it would not decrease. And then D, partial oxygen is going to remain normal there. Number 8, which hormone promotes water reabsorption in the kidneys? A, B, C, or D? And when we're referring to this, we're talking about primarily, directly. So when we're talking about this, which hormone is going to promote water reabsorption in the kidneys? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? A lot of students get these two mixed up. I always try to put these in live streams just because of how many students get them mixed up. So we'll give you guys just a moment to answer this one, and then we'll go ahead and give it the answer. But number 8 is C. It is anti-diuretic hormone. ADH, or vasopressin, increases water permeability in the kidney, specifically at the collecting ducts. This would promote reabsorption of water. A lot of students get this mixed up with aldosterone. And is it true that aldosterone promotes water reabsorption? Yes, it is true. However, it is indirectly this is due to the fact that aldosterone is going to increase sodium reabsorption. This is the direct, and then it's going to increase potassium excretion. Water follows sodium here. So this is how water absorption is promoted by aldosterone, but again, it is indirectly. Anti-diuretic hormone is the hormone that does it directly. Calcitonin, answer choice B, that regulates calcium. Cortisol is going to influence metabolism via the stress response. Long-term stress, that is. Number 9, which muscle type is involuntary and non-striated? Non-striated means that it is not Banded, striated means banded, so non-striated would mean it is not banded. A, B, C, or D for this one. What do you guys think this is? And welcome to everybody that just joined. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology practice review live stream. We go over practice questions daily for A and P that you guys do request. We want to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you. You can hit the service plus button, send me some topic requests, or let me know what you're struggling with. You can send me an email. I'm happy to make questions. All the questions from today pretty much have come from you guys sending me what you guys are struggling with. Then all my notes and my HESI and T's A and P ebook is available on my website, linked in my TikTok bio. But number 9, the answer is C. It is smooth. Smooth muscle is involuntary, meaning that you don't have to put conscious control into the control of this muscle. Non-striated means it's not banded. What does banded mean in this sense? It means it has rhythm. And think about it, you're not always eating, so you're not always digesting food and moving it throughout your system. Skeletal muscle is voluntary. You have to consciously think about it like I'm doing with my hand here. Cardiac is involuntary. It's both of these are banded because there is rhythm. Thank you, Navarro, for that. I'm new here. Thank you so much for the gift, guys. I appreciate you. Number 10, what structure synthesizes proteins in a eukaryotic cell? Also, you can rewatch these live streams on my TikTok bio. Awesome, guys. 4,000 likes on the live stream, guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much. You guys are crushing the like button. But number 10, what structure synthesizes protein in a eukaryotic cell? It is a ribosome. Ribosomes are going to translate mRNA into a protein. Golgi apparatus is going to modify and package. Mitochondrion is going to produce ATP, aka powerhouse, is what you guys like to call it. And then lysosome is going to digest cellular waste. Number 11, what happens during an isometric muscle contraction? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? A, B, C, or D? My finger is tired. Thank you. I'm glad your finger is tired. Thank you so much, though, for hitting the like button. I do appreciate it. Number 11, what happens during an isometric muscle contraction? Let's think about what this... let me try to bring in an analogy here from fitness. So think of an isometric hold if you've ever heard that when you're working out. It means you're not moving. It's kind of like a plank or a wall sit. So the length of your muscle isn't moving. So if I'm just holding my hand here as still as possible, there's tension, right? There's tension. So the answer is C. The muscle is contracting, but it's not changing length. It's not shortening or lengthening. It is not moving. It is staying still. Isotonic would be where the muscle shortens or lengthens. Number 12, what is the correct order of the epidermal layers from deepest to surface? So from deep to surface. Thank you, Reese, for the finger hearts. I appreciate the gifts, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Thank you, guys, for the gifts. I do appreciate you. You guys are fantastic. But welcome in, everybody. We're on number 10, or I'm sorry, not number 10, number 12, if you're just following along. Can everyone tell me what the mnemonic is if you're normally... We have a fun analogy for this if you do remember. Yes, I do see it in there. Who put it in there? Hold on. I saw someone put it in, but I didn't see the username. Hold on, let me pull up. Hold on. Share BSN RN27. Yes, come let's get sunburned. So come let's get sunburned. Corneum, lucidum, granulosum, spinosum, and the basal layer. That would be answer choice A. So again, this it asks from deepest to the surface or the most superior. Thank you for your time. Yeah, no, I absolutely love doing these live streams. I do appreciate you spending your time on being here. I love doing the lives. I love anatomy and physiology, and I love teaching it. I've been tutoring it for 5 years, and I've been going live since February, and I'm going to keep going live. I try to go live every day, but I at least go live 4 times a week. I do topic requests as well. But number 13, you're going to move on to the next page. Again, you can rewatch on YouTube. It's linked in my TikTok bio. Number 13, which of the following explains how insulin regulates blood glucose? A, B, C, or D? And if you are just joining, welcome. Welcome. I'm an RN, and I love remembering and noticing the things I learned in college. That's awesome. Humorous repost that hit. That is awesome. Can I help my daughter? It depends what it is. If it's if we have some tutoring, my tutoring is pretty full right now. But I am happy to make some videos in my with some spare time. Seth said, "I love what you were doing. Really helpful." I'm so glad it's helpful. Thank you, Seth. I appreciate that. Those comments make my day. Truly, I do love doing this. The number 13. Number 13. The answer choice is going to be B. It is going to promote the glucose uptake into cells. Insulin is going to stimulate cells to absorb glucose, lowering our blood sugar. So when the cells take glucose away from the blood, that is what lowers the sugar that is in our blood. Glycogen breakdown would actually raise our blood sugar, blocks glucose absorption in the intestines. Insulin does not do that. Insulin is secreted by the pancreatic beta cells. It would not inhibit them. Number 14, which organ is responsible for most bicarbonate reabsorption? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? For number 14, we're moving on to number 14 now. Which one do you guys think this is? I'm also going to take a sip of my little drink if I'm a little quiet here for a second. My little carbonated water. I took my T's today. I passed it. The science section was so hard. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Looking for a private teacher. Send me a DM. We can see when some availability opens up for some tutoring. Sarah. We're almost at 8,000 likes, guys. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. That's fantastic. The answer choice is going to be B. It is kidney. So the kidney is going to basically reclaim the filtered bicarbonate to help maintain our acid-base balance. Liver is going to metabolize nutrients. Pancreas secretes bicarbonate. So a lot of students get this mixed up because the pancreas secretes bicarbonate. And then lungs are going to regulate CO2, but not necessarily the bicarbonate reabsorption. Number 15, what is the ion gap formula? A, B, C, or D? What is that going to be? The anion gap formula. A, B, C, or D? Crazy Kid 44 said, I love this. People coming together for growth. That's sad about is how much it costs to get. It really is. I actually just saw like a video on how much someone paid for their tuition for nursing school. I was like, man, that is rough. I went through school as well. I'm paying back my student loans from undergrad and grad school. It's not fun. It hurts every month. It really hurts. Number 15. The answer is A. This is the correct formula. This calculates the unmeasured ions in plasma. All right. Number 16. What structure regulates urine concentration? What structure regulates urine concentration? There are nursing shortages. We need more helpful ways to help people. Yeah, I know, exactly. We definitely do. I'm hoping like live streams like this and stuff can help people at least like learn a little more, so people can prepare outside of the school and then maybe potentially go through school faster and things like that, and hopefully not have to retake classes and whatnot. That's kind of the goal of these live streams as well, to kind of create that kind of community here. But number 16, what structure regulates urine concentration? It is the loop of Henle. The loop of Henle creates what we call, it's a medullary osmotic gradient. That is essential for urine concentration. Essentially, we are going to remove the water, reabsorb the water, concentrating the urine. The PCT reabsorbs solutes, but it is not regulating the concentration mostly. The DCT also participates, and the ureters are going to transport the urine. There's no concentration there. Number 17, which of the following occurs during muscle atrophy? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that is? Atrophy. Oh my goodness, 30,000 student loans, been at age for 10 years. Oh my goodness. We're at 10,000 likes on the live stream already, guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely crushing the like button. I do appreciate it. You guys are absolutely killing it. We're on number 17. Which of the following occurs during muscle atrophy? The answer is C. It is going to decrease in muscle fiber diameter. Remember that atrophy, we have a shrinking of muscle fibers due to a loss of protein Increase in mitochondrial density, that is false. That usually decreases. Increase in sarcomere number, it would decrease or stay the same. And then increase in actin synthesis, it would also decrease, so it would not increase. Number 18, which hormone is secreted by the posterior pituitary? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that is? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? And as we move on to the next page, just want to remind you guys, you can rewatch the live stream on YouTube. It is linked in my TikTok bio. The answer is going to be B, though. It is going to be oxytocin. Oxytocin is released by the posterior pituitary. It also releases antidiuretic hormone. ACTH is released from the anterior pituitary. Insulin is released from the pancreas. And then aldosterone is from the adrenal cortex. Alrighty, number 19, which condition causes... Oh my goodness, Number 19, which condition causes metabolic acidosis with a high anion gap? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think this one is? Just went 2 for 2. Now I'm going to go celebrate with a beer. You earned that. Let's go. Yes. Honestly, if you were 0 for 2, you should still get a beer. You either celebrate or you recover, and that all starts with a beer. A, B, C, or D. What does high anion gap mean? So if you have a high anion gap, this essentially means there is an increase in unmeasured acids, basically to help determine what is the cause of metabolic acidosis, which that is where the blood is too acidic. But the answer, number 19, is C. It is our lactic acidosis. So lactic acid will accumulate. That is going to increase the anion gap metabolic acidosis. Number 20, what initiates the sliding filament mechanism in muscles? A, B, C, or D? Thank you guys so much for the follows. We're so close. We just hit 90,000 followers on TikTok last week, and we're almost close to 95,000. We're almost to 100,000. That would be insane. I would have never imagined that we'd ever even get close to that ever in my life, which it's insane. Number 20, what is going to initiate the sliding filament theory? It is C. It is ATP hydrolysis energizing myosin. This enables the cross-bridge cycling. ATP binds troponin incorrectly. ATP binds myosin heads. Calcium binds to troponin, not actin directly, and the troponin isn't what binds myosin. Myosin binds to actin. Troponin just removes tropomyosin from the actin active sites. Thank you so much for the heart me gift, SHR. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What's a hallmark symptom of Addison's disease? A, B, C, or D? What is a hallmark symptom of Addison's disease? A, B, C, or D? And what is Addison's? What is that? A, B, C, or D? Perfect. I can see a couple differences. If you put B, you're absolutely correct. It is hyperpigmentation. Hyperpigmentation, essentially. So when Addison's, we have a high ACTH. This is going to stimulate our melanocytes, causing a hyperpigmentation. Addison's causes hypotension, not hypertension. So this would be hypo. It would be hypoglycemia, and muscle wasting is not the exactly hallmark of it. But number 22, which hormone is produced by the alpha cells of the pancreas? So we went over what the beta cells produce. What do the alpha cells produce? And then we'll recap which ones are there. Sugar Plum, I started this course on Tuesday. I'm so glad that you have found your page. It's awesome. Good luck this Tuesday. I will be going live every day. Pretty much every day next week. I try to go live every day, but I go live at least 4 times a week. So, yes, we'll be going at least 4 times a week. Monday is AMP1 Tuesday is ANP2. Also, we're almost at 15,000 likes on the live stream already today, guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the follows as well. Number 22, the answer is B. It's glucagon. Glucagon is by alpha. Insulin is by the beta. Somatostatin comes from the delta cells. And cortisol is going to come from the adrenal cortex. Number 23, how is tidal volume defined? How is tidal volume defined? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? As we said, I got a 93 on the HESI, 100 on the anatomy section. Thank you for your videos. Thank you so much, Esme. Congratulations. If we could get congratulations in the chat for them, that would be fantastic. I hope you're proud. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad that my videos were able to help in any way. Thank you so much for letting me know. Thank you so much for being here and everything. I'm so happy. That is awesome. That makes my day hearing those stories. But thank you so much. That's fantastic. But anyway, number 23, the answer is C. The volume of air inhaled or exhaled during normal breathing. Maximum air exhaled, this is our expiratory reserve volume, or ERV. Volume of air in lungs after a deep breath would be your total lung capacity. Thank you so much, Letitia, for the rose. Thank you guys so much for all the gifts. Thank you so much. And then residual volume after a forced expiration. Residual volume is the air that is left after that. Number 24, how does cortisol affect metabolism? A, B, C, or D? Thank you guys so much for the follows as well. Thank you so much for being here. Always love seeing new faces. I try to remember your name as well, if you are a repeat. If you're in the live streams quite a bit and everything. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. But seriously, congratulations again. That is fantastic. Number 24, the answer is B. It is going to increase gluconeogenesis. Cortisol promotes... Let me put this over here. It is going to promote glucose production in the liver, which is going to raise our blood glucose through gluconeogenesis. Decreasing protein breakdown, cortisol would actually increase protein breakdown, so it would increase it. Inhibiting lipolysis, cortisol actually promotes lipolysis. Decreasing blood glucose, cortisol raises it. Again, cortisol is our stress hormone. Stress is we want to create energy to deal with those stresses. Number 25, moving on to the next page. Which system is part of the autonomic nervous system? Autonomic nervous system, A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? Perfect. 17.4 thousand likes on the live. You guys are awesome. That is insane. Every time I look away and look back, it's so much. You guys are crushing it. The answer is B. It's our sympathetic nervous system. We just have our parasympathetic. But sympathetic nervous system is our flight or fight response. Number 26, what causes lactic acidosis? Lactic acidosis, A, B, C, or D? Whatever you think that is, just comment the letter choice A, B, C, or D down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think that one is. A, B, C, or D. What causes lactic acidosis? I'll give you guys a moment to think about it. Type it in there as B. It is inadequate oxygen leading to anaerobic metabolism. So without enough oxygens, our cells switch to anaerobic metabolism, which is going to produce lactate. Excessive bicarbonate production. Bicarbonate is a base, so it would not cause acidosis. Kidneys they would compensate, but they wouldn't cause it. And then respiratory depression causes respiratory acidosis. Number 27, which muscle fiber type is more resistant to fatigue? Fatigue. Yep, elevated lactic acid levels. Yes, humerus repose. That is correct. Perfect. 19,000 likes. Let's go. Oh my god, almost at 20. Number 27, which muscle fiber type is more resistant? The answer choice is going to be C. It is our type 1. Type 1 fibers are slow twitch, oxidative, meaning that they are fatigue resistant. So I'm gonna put FR for fatigue resistance. Type 2B, these are fast twitch. They are glycolytic. Let me erase this. They fatigue extremely quickly, so quick. Type 2A, these are intermediate. Which is kind of a mix of these. And then type 3, don't worry about that one. Not one. Number 28, what condition involves autoimmune destruction of acetylcholine receptors? A, B, C, or D? It is an autoimmune destroyer of acetylcholine receptors. A, B, C, or D? Which one would that be? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? Perfect. It is C. It is MG. MG is an autoimmune disorder that attacks our acetylcholine receptors. This is what is going to give us muscle weakness. Parkinson's is going to involve dopamine. ALS would be your motor neurons. DMD, this is going to be a genetic muscular dystrophy. Number 29, which organ plays the most important role in acid-base compensation? A, B, C, or D? Acid-base compensation. Which organ would play the most critical role there? Thank you so much for the follows as well. Thank you guys. I think we're almost at 95,000 followers, but we're almost at 100,000 followers. It's insane. But I do go live here every single day covering anatomy and physiology. I try to go live every day. We go live at least 4 times a week, but again, I do try to go every day. But number 29, the answer is C. It is the kidneys. Remember that the kidneys are going to regulate what we talked about earlier. Hopefully you were paying attention earlier. But it is the bicarbonate reabsorption that we talked about. And then it also excretes hydrogen, which is our acid, right? Number 30, what is the role of the liver in digestion? What does that do in terms of digestion? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for that one? A, B, C, or D? Fantastic. You guys are crushing it. Let's go. Perfect. We're at 20,000 likes on the live today, guys. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much. The answer choice here for number 30 is going to be B. It is going to produce bile for fat emulsification. Liver produces bile, which emulsifies fats for digestion. Number 31, what structure is responsible for spermatogenesis? What structure is responsible for spermatogenesis? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. Also remember that the bile is stored in the gallbladder. It gets produced by the liver. Gallbladder is going to store and release the bile. I didn't pass by 3. I need to hope that I can get. Well, perfect. We'll be going live here pretty much almost every day here, so hopefully we can get used to that extra help. Perfect. But anyway, number 31. The answer is C. It is the seminiferous tubules. Spermatogenesis is going to occur in the seminiferous tubules inside of the testes where sperm cells develop. Vas deferens transport, prostate secretes a fluid, and the epididymis stores and matures. Number 32, what disease typically causes a compensated respiratory acidosis? What disease would typically cause compensated respiratory acidosis, A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? Studying to take the TEAS test. Awesome. Good luck studying on your TEAS test. We go live every Monday and Tuesday with questions specific to the TEAS, covering the concepts that are going to be on that exam. Lex said, hey, Ollie, you helped me so much when studying for the TEAS. I passed. Starting nursing school in the fall. Congratulations, Lex. That is awesome. If we get congratulations in the chat for Lex as well, that is fantastic. That's awesome. Congratulations. That makes my day. Thank you so much for letting me know that. These comments really make my day. Truly, they do. But I'm so glad that I was able to help in any way. But I hope you're proud of yourself. At the end of the day, you did that work. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. And then good luck, Rainiel. Hopefully I said your name right. But thank you so much for sharing that as well. Damn, I missed class. I'm like, that's okay. No, we're about halfway through, so you're time for halfway through. But we'll be posting this to YouTube afterwards as well. Oh my goodness, that is so awesome. Congratulations, seriously. The answer to number 32, back on track here, as COPD. COPD. So COPD is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So essentially what happens here is we have a long-term, so a chronic retention of CO2. What does that do? That leads to respiratory acidosis, and the kidneys compensate by retaining the bicarbonate that we were just talking about. Number 33, what happens during systole? What is that going to be? A, B, C, or D? I'm Jayla. I said, I don't know how I've stumbled across this live, but I love it. First semester, a nursing student here. Awesome, awesome. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you're here as well. I'm glad that you love it. And then, like I said, thank you. No problem. First gen student. I'm so excited. That's awesome. I'm excited for you. Maxine said, I'm currently on my journey going back to school to get into nursing program. That's awesome, Maxine. That's awesome. Congratulations on the journey. So you're going to get dock points for being late. No. I don't dock points for being late here. I promise I don't. That would be so unfair. You can rewatch class on YouTube. That's why I upload them. But anyway, number 33, what happens during systole? This is where the ventricles contract. The answer choice C, the ventricles contract. So this is the phase where ventricles contract, our blood pumps out. The atria relaxing is going to happen. It happens during ventricular systole, but it's not the defining event of this, so it's true. But we're really referring to ventricular contraction. Blood entering the ventricles, that occurs during diastole, and then AV valves opening, that would occur during ventricular diastole as well. A is partially correct, but again, this is like, I guess I can word this question a little better. We'll put like what, I'll change this question whenever I send out the PDF to the subs. But I'll change it to what is the primary event. The important event here is that the ventricles are contracting. But I would, I make a lot of questions, so sometimes they're going to be a little bit of a better way to word it. But I'll change the wording for it. Number 34, which organelle is directly involved in translation? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Also, for those of you who are on your TEAS and HESI journey, I did actually just release Anatomy and Physiology ebook on my website for you to download. I'm giving away, I just released it yesterday, but I'm giving away $20. If you hit it's the Service Plus button, you send me the word ebook, I'll send you the coupon, and you'll get $20 off of it. Also, my YouTube name for the person that asked is this. It's linked in my TikTok bio, but it's Ollie Hertzeg. And I'll take a look at the comments again here in just a moment. The answer for 34 is going to be ribosome. Ribosomes read mRNA and assemble amino acids into proteins via translation. The nucleus stores DNA and transcribes RNA. The Golgi body is a processing and packaging. Post-translation, peroxisome is going to break down fatty acids and detoxification. Number 35, what is one function of osteoblasts? What is one of the functions of osteoblasts? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? A, B, C, or D? You're studying for the DAT. Perfect. Yes, no, we have students here that are studying for the DAT all the time as well. We're almost at 25,000 likes. That is fantastic, guys. Thank you guys so much. That is awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. The answer is C for 35. It is going to form bone matrix, meaning building new bone. Osteoblast, build, forming new bone. Breakdown, bone would be osteoclast. Storing red blood cells, that's the bone marrow function. Absorbing calcium from the gut as an intestinal function. Number 36. Also, the questions didn't get separated whenever I went through. Sorry about these questions being smushed together. Whenever I send out the PDF, I'll fix that. For some reason, I forgot to put a space to spread them out a little more. I apologize about that. So hopefully... they got cut off a little bit. That's weird. Sorry about the formatting on that. Number 36. How does carbon monoxide interfere with oxygen transport? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Where can you find the PDF? So if you want the PDF, you join our community here on TikTok. Once you join, I actually put up the little notification for it. If I put up the little notification for it. Once you join, just send me a message, and then you will get the blank question. You'll get the blank questions, and then you'll get the answer key at the end. Again, there was a question I could have worded. I'll reword that, and then for some reason, I kind of forgot to put some extra spaces whenever I made the questions. I will go back and fix that as well. But number 36, how does carbon monoxide interfere with oxygen transport? The answer is C. It binds hemoglobin with greater affinity to oxygen. Carbon monoxide binds hemoglobin 200 times more tightly than oxygen, preventing oxygen from binding and delivering. That is why it is so dangerous to leave your car running in your garage. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription, Navarro. Please send me a message or an email letting me know, just with your username, and then you will get put on the email list, and then I will send you the blank exam with the answer key at the end. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Zamara, for the sub as well. Any support in the live stream truly means the world to me. Thank you so much, guys. But anyway, 25,000 likes. Let's go. Number 37, the answer is C. It is C. Thank you so much for the heart me. Thank you guys for the gifts. It is C. It is protein. Peptide hormones are a chain of amino acids. These are derived from proteins, essentially. Cholesterol is a precursor for steroid hormones. RNA is a nucleic acid. Fatty acids are not precursors for peptide hormones. Thank you guys so much for the follows as well. I'm going to move on to the next page, and like I mentioned, you can get the replay on YouTube linked in my TikTok bio. Number 38, which feedback loop is going to promote childbirth contractions? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for this one. A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? Explain number 36. I'll explain 36 real quick one more time. But again, you can rewatch it. So carbon dioxide binds hemoglobin. It binds at 200. The affinity for it is 200 times higher than oxygen, meaning that it'll likely bind to carbon dioxide over oxygen, meaning you can't get oxygen to bind to hemoglobin and obviously deliver it to your tissues. Carbon monoxide is very toxic, right? That is why it's so dangerous to leave your car running. But anyway, number 38, the answer is C. It is a positive feedback mechanism via oxytocin. So again, oxytocin causes contractions, which increases oxytocin release, amplifying contractions until delivery. That's why, again, positive feedback mechanisms are in the same direction. Negative are in opposite directions. A negative feedback mechanism like that would think of your blood sugar, your blood calcium, sweating, and whatnot. Number 39, what condition can result from homeostatic failure? A, B, C, or D? What condition can result from homeostatic failure? A, B, C, or D? It's for real. We're studying this is mostly for pre-nursing students today. A lot of these questions have been requested by you guys via the orange Service Plus button down in the bottom left corner. But number 39, the answer is D. It is hypertension. Failure to regulate our blood pressure or our fluid balance can cause a sustained high blood pressure. Sweating is very normal. Fever is a regulated response to some sort of infection or pathogen. Increased heart rate is a normal or adaptive, not necessarily meaning there's any sort of failure with the system. But number 40, what is a function of the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, the HPA axis? A, B, C, or D. What do you guys think that one is? Just comment your answer choice down in the comments. A, B, C, or D. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for the follows as well. We're almost at 27,000 likes on the live stream today, guys. Thank you, Diana, for the sub. Thank you so much. Please send me a DM with your email. Thank you. I appreciate you. Any support on the live streams means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Seriously. The answer choice is going to be C. It is going to control the stress response. HPA is going to regulate. What this does is it regulates our cortisol release. Thank you, Shani, for the gift. Thank you so much for your awesome gift. Increasing parasympathetic output would be unrelated. Regulating bone density is through parathyroid hormone and vitamin D. Stimulating digestion is primarily via the parasympathetic nervous system. So again, this is going to regulate cortisol release, controlling our stress response. Number 41, which hormone lowers blood calcium? Also, I normally put a space in between each question. I'm going to fix it after the live before I send that out to everybody. I normally send them after the live just in case there is some sort of mistake or anything like that in the formatting. But number 41, which hormone lowers blood calcium? A, B, C, or D? The answer is C. It is calcitonin. Calcitonin. Calcitonin is going to lower our blood calcium by inhibiting our osteoclast activity and increasing our osteoblast activity. It would also increase the deposit of calcium into bone, and it will also decrease calcium reabsorption as well. I'll just put Re-A. Number 42, what best describes endocrine signaling? A, B, C, or D? What best describes endocrine signaling? A, B, C, or D? Answer choice C. Hormones travel through the bloodstream. So endocrine hormones are hormones that get secreted into the blood, or they are going to act on a cell that is farther away, right? Number 43, how is oxygen primarily transported in the blood? A, B, C, or D? Thank you guys so much for the follows as well. Always love seeing the new faces. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. I try to go live every single day covering A&P to finally make it make sense for you or connect the dots if you've taken it in the past and don't really remember it too well. I do take top requests as well for the lives. Number 43, how is oxygen primarily transported in the blood? It is C. It is bound to hemoglobin. It is bound to hemoglobin. About 98% is bound to hemoglobin. Dissolved in plasma is very minimal. Number 44, which of the following best describes a sarcomere? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? A, B, C, or D? Perfect. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. We're almost at 27,000 likes on the live. That is awesome. The answer is B. It is a contractile unit of a muscle fiber. Sarcomeres are a repeating contractile unit inside the myofibrils, which contain actin and myosin that are responsible for contracting your muscle. Muscle cell membrane would be your sarcolemma. Moving on to the next page of questions here. Number 45. Again, you can watch the replay on YouTube. It is linked in my TikTok bio. Number 45. Which enzyme begins carbohydrate digestion in the mouth? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? Number 45, the answer is amylase. In the mouth, it's referred to as salivary amylase, but when it gets released from the pancreas, it's pancreatic amylase. Hepsin is going to break down proteins. Trypsin breaks down proteins. Pepsin is proteins in the stomach. Trypsin is proteins in the small intestine. Maltase is going to break down maltose into glucose in the intestine, so not the mouth. So this does break down carbohydrates in a sense, but it breaks down maltose into glucose in the intestines. Number 46, what are the 4 main tissue types, A, B, C, or D? What are the 4 main tissue types, A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that is? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? Perfect, it's B. It is connective, epithelial, muscle, and nervous tissue. Number 47, which part of the neuron receives input? Which part of the neuron receives input? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Again, I also do take topic requests as well. There's an orange button in the bottom left corner of the screen there. If you'd like, I put up a direct message. You can send me a topic request there. All the questions from today are the questions that you guys have been requesting. I try to take a general consensus, kind of what the majority is asking for when it comes to these. The answer is going to be C. It's going to be the dendrite. The dendrite is going to receive the signal. The axon transmit the signal. Myelin is going to insulate and speed up that transmission through the axon and the node of Ranvier. Those are the gaps in the myelin sheath. Number 48. What does a low PaCO2 represent? What does that represent? A, B, C, or D? Give me just a moment here. I think my comments aren't loading. Hold on. So sorry. Anyway, it is going to be B. It's respiratory alkalosis. Respiratory alkalosis. So low carbon dioxide in the blood due to hyperventilation would cause respiratory alkalosis. Number 49. What is the function of the anion gap? A, B, C, or D? What is the function of the anion gap? A, B, C, or D? Perfect, perfect. It's going to be C. It is going to help identify metabolic acidosis. It's used basically in the clinic to distinguish the certain cause of a metabolic acidosis. Number 50, which hormone plays a key role in female ovulation? A, B, C, or D? I just asked this earlier. Oh, yeah, I figured I had a question on it later on whenever. Perfect. We're at 29,000 likes. That is fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. The answer choice is going to be C. It is literally called our LH surge. It causes ovulation. Number 51, which cell type builds bone matrix? A, B, C, or D? Which cell type builds bone matrix? Covered this a little bit earlier in the live stream. Let's see. Which helps build bone matrix? Building bone matrix. Think of B for build. Osteoblast. Answer is D. Osteoblast is going to form new bone matrix. Osteoclast breaks, so I think of clast for chew. It is going to break down bone. Number 52. Sorry, this question's a little cut off here. I apologize. I'll fix that for those of you who I'm sending the questions to after the live. But what is the main role of creatine phosphate in muscles? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Can I explain 50, please, real quick? Yeah, while you guys are answering number 52, again, sorry, it's cut off. But 50, let me scroll back up. Which hormone plays a key role in female ovulation? It's luteinizing hormone. So essentially, luteinizing hormone, it is called the LH surge. Whenever basically you have a very sharp increase in the amount of luteinizing hormone, that is what is going to trigger ovulation or release of an egg. Number 52, the answer is C. It is going to regenerate ATP quickly. Creatine phosphate donates a phosphate to ADP, basically to really quickly. It's very fast. It is very, very fast. Before they work out. Yes, it is. That is why people drink creatine powders before they work out. It donates a phosphate. So we get our phosphate to become ATP very quickly. Depletes very fast, though. It's very quick, though. Number 53, which best defines hypoxemia? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? Humerus repose, yes, that was why the people drink creatine, yes. I actually can't drink creatine. Every time I have ever had creatine, I always have a bad reaction to it for some reason. Number 53, the answer is C. It is low oxygen in the blood. It is low oxygen in the blood. Hypoxemia is going to refer to low arterial oxygen, partial pressure, or some sort of saturation. Number 54, we're going to speed through these questions at the end here. Number 54, what is the role of aldosterone? What is the role of aldosterone? Again, that is going... So again, aldosterone, we talked about ADH and its retention of water. This is going to retain sodium in the kidney. Answer choice A. The role of aldosterone is to retain sodium in the kidney. Increases sodium reabsorption, and that's going to help retain water as well. Again, that's indirectly. Number 55, how does a motor unit differ from a muscle fiber? A, B, C, or D? How does a motor unit differ from a muscle fiber? How are they different? A, B, C, or D? We're at 30,000 likes. That's awesome, guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. The answer choice is C. It includes a neuron and muscle fiber. It innervates. So a motor neuron differs from a muscle fiber because it includes a neuron and the muscle fiber innervates. So our motor unit is one motor neuron plus all of the muscle fibers it controls. Is the type of sensory? No, that is not true. Give me 1 second to do my thing. Perfect. Number 56, what is a common effect of hypothyroidism? Hypothyroidism, A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for that one? We'll speed through these questions here in just a moment. What do you guys think? Perfect. It is D. It is fatigue. So hypothyroidism, which means you would have low thyroid, means you would slow your metabolism, which would cause your fatigue. There would be your cold intolerance, weight gain, etc. The rest of these... A, B, and C, these are all hyperthyroidism symptoms. Number 57, which stage of the menstrual cycle involves ovulation? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? 31,000 likes. That's awesome, guys. The answer is D. It is mid-cycle. Ovulation occurs mid-cycle. This is what is triggered by the LH surge after the follicular phase. Again, the follicular phase would lead up to ovulation. Luteal is going to follow ovulation. Menstrual is the shedding phase. Excuse me, I got a hiccup there. 58. What best describes the autonomic nervous system? A, B, C, or D? Mookie said, pass my T's. Congratulations, Mookie. I hope you're doing well. You said, I hope they do too. Awesome. Congratulations, Mookie. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you for sharing as well. I know it's been a couple days since you were in the live stream last time, but I'm so glad. Congratulations. If we could get congratulations in the chat for Mookie, that would be awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. That is awesome, though. Seriously, congratulations. That's fantastic. Seriously, I definitely know. I hope you're proud. I am very proud. That is awesome. Thanks for sharing. This kind of stuff makes my day. But number 58, the answer is A. It is potassium. It is a voluntary. I'm sorry, wait. Hold on one sec. What describes. I was confused here. Again, what number 58? What best describes the autonomic nervous system? It is involuntary control of organs. It is involuntary control of organs. So again, autonomic means automatic, meaning the involuntary control of organs. Voluntary would be the somatic nervous system. Number 59, what causes a ventilation perfusion mismatch? What causes a ventilation perfusion mismatch? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? A, B, C, or D? And again, that question is, I think you're putting autopilot. Yes, autopilot. Yeah, autopilot, autonomic, autopilot, automatic. I apologize about me getting cut off. If I'm sending you the questions again, just to reiterate, I'm fixing this, so don't worry, you will not have to deal with this when you get the question yourself. The answer is going to be C. It is going to be impaired air or blood flow. A ventilation perfusion mismatch would occur when airflow to the alveoli, and which is your ventilation, and blood flow, perfusion, is not properly matched. There's inefficient gas exchange, but it can cause hypoxemia, which is low oxygen levels, essentially all that sort of stuff. Number 60, last question here. What is an example of a positive feedback loop? We went over that earlier in the live stream today. Hopefully you were paying attention, but let's see what you guys think for this one. Perfect. I'm seeing a lot of C's. It is childbirth contractions intensifying. Basically, you have your labor contractions. They release oxytocin to continue to increase those labor contractions. So again, increase, intensifying it. Thank you so much, Ariana, for the sub. Thank you so much. Please send me a DM so I can send you with your email, or send me an email with your username, whatever works best for you. You will get emails of the questions. And again, I know they're kind of smushed here. I'll fix that. That's going to get fixed. That was just a mistake. But thank you so much. Again, I'll be live again tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then please send me topic requests as well. Please, please, please. I'm going to turn around the camera and say hello. Hello, everybody. Hi, I am the guy that has been yapping to you for the last hour for anatomy and physiology. But hello, I'm Ollie. How to get the PDF. So how you get the PDF, I'm going to put up the little notice here. You join the community here on TikTok. Basically, once you join, you just send me a message letting me know that you joined, and then I will, send you an email of it would be the blank questions, and then it'll also be the answer key at the end. And then I see some comments. If I'm looking over here, I have my computer here with my comments pulled up. Thank you, Lorna, for the gift. Thank you so much. I'm just going to be reading your comments just to make sure I get everybody. Nurse, so thank you so much. Love your content. Hi. Thank you. I'm glad. I love that you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I'm scheduled to take the HESI. Good luck on your HESI. Only one. And then humorous repost. Thank you for this. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Oh, handsome. Thank you, Diana. Thank you for being here, Lola. Nice to see you guys too. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Nurse Carla, for the roses. Thank you so much. Royce, hey, hello. Good to see you again. Thank you again for your sub. Thanks for being here. Okay, thanks. Perfect. Does this count as revision time? Yes, it absolutely does. There are so many students. I get messages every day that, honestly, it's something that I just cannot believe. But it's awesome that there are students who are they're just yep, the only thing I do to study for my exams is watch your live streams and videos. And that's it. And that is insane to me. Hello, Ollie. My name is Robert. I was wondering if I do chemistry live videos. Yeah, sometimes I do chemistry live videos. Royce, how do I get the practice? I think you sent me your email, right? I think, Royce, you should be getting them already. But if not, please send me another DM. I want to make sure you're getting them. But yeah, just to make sure I have your right email, send me a message. Because I'm pretty sure I've been sending them to you. Yes, okay. But from the one today, again, how you get the practice test is... let me see. Well, let me pin it up. But you joined the TikTok community here on, again. Yeah, thank you. Geraldine said, nice haircut, nice. Thank you. Yes, I got it last night. But yes, please send me an email, Royce, because I know your subs, and I think I've gotten your email. Got in later, like, yeah, no, we'll be live again tomorrow, and I'll be putting it on YouTube as well. Any other quick questions here before I get going? I just want to remind everybody that I did have my Anatomy and Physiology HESI and T's ebook release yesterday. I'm actually still giving away $20 off on it. If you message me the word ebook, just message me the word ebook, or send me a DM, or what is my YouTube name? It's All I Heard Say, or it's linked in my TikTok bio. That's where you can watch the replays. But I just released my ebook for Anatomy and Physiology for the HESI and T's. If you send me the word ebook on the DM, or if you send me an email, I will. I'll send you $20. You get $20 off. It'll be $30. And then it has all the stuff here. It has study tips. Basically, I wanted to make this kind of not like your traditional textbook. I really wanted to be focused on how to study the information and then give you the information in a clear, condensed, organized way. And whatnot. So again, we have the topics here for the HESI and T's. We have all like the introduction. We have the cells and cells and tissues, tegumentary system, skeletal, muscular, nervous, endocrine, cardiovascular, lymphatic, respiratory, and digestive, urinary, and reproductive system. And there's a 150 question practice test at the end. What else do we have? And then it is 105 pages and whatnot. So hopefully I've been tutoring anatomy and physiology for the HESI and T's for students. I've been doing these live streams, and I've taken everything together and I've smushed it basically into this book. Hopefully make these as well. Wish I had you when I was in nursing school and pre-nursing school. I know, right? I know. It's too bad. I only just started doing this. Johnny asks, what causes abdominal aortic aneurysm? What does cause it? There's obviously a couple things that could cause that. So you got to give me some answer choices there, brother. There's plenty of things that could cause that. But anyway, any other quick questions here before I get going? I'm happy to answer just some. I do have to get going here, but I am happy to answer. Danny says just starting nursing school soon. Good luck in nursing school. That's awesome. Congratulations. That is so fantastic. That is awesome. Yeah, any other quick questions or just anything if you want to introduce yourself or anything at all? But it was so good to be here. Thank you guys so much for joining. This is always Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. BYU Nursing. You just got in. Awesome. I started watching just for the passive learning, passive A&P many years ago. Awesome. Thank you, Linda. Thanks for being here. Johnny asks, is cancer 100% curable when terminal? I'm not a doctor. I actually did cancer research for my master's degree. I'd like to purchase the book. It's on my website. It's linked in my TikTok bio, Villiard. If you want, I could send, if you're having trouble, let me know. Send me a message. I'll send you, if you just send me a message, I'll give you $20 off of it. Just send me the word ebook, and I'll happily give it to you. Just send me a message or an email if for whatever reason you aren't able to DM me. But any other quick questions here before I do get going? I'm from the UK. Yes, you can buy it from the UK, although this is more so an American test if you want this book. But I do have Anatomy and Physiology notes for whenever I was in the class. They're my undergraduate notes and graduate school notes. Thank you, Georgine, for the roses. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. Any other quick questions here before I do get going? I do appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys so much. Any other thing real quick, and then I am going to get going. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. I'll be live again tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please send me a message via the orange Service Plus button if you have any topic requests as well. But real quick, if it'll let me post it again. If you want the questions, just hit this button, follow along there, and then let me know once you've joined, and then you send me your email. We appreciate you as well. I appreciate you, Nurse Scarlett. Thank you so much for being here. Seriously. Have a nice day, Jordan. Have a nice day. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you again. Thank you. I absolutely love doing these live streams. They are my favorite thing in the world to do. Thank you guys again so much. I'll be going over some more anatomy and physiology as well tomorrow. Please let me know if you guys have any topics you want me to do. Again, all those questions from today are from you guys. They are coming from you guys. So I promise I will get your guys' questions in there. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you all so much. Looking forward to seeing you guys in a future